Of life and how to play it. Most people think of life as a battle, but it is not a battle. It's a game. It is a game that cannot be played properly without having some knowledge about it. I'll show you the rules. It's a give and take. This means that everything a person has ever sent will be returned. If he sends out hate, he will receive hate. If he sends out love, he will receive love. If he criticizes others, he will criticize others. If he lies, he will be lied to. If he cheats, he will be cheated. A strong imagination also plays a big role in our life. What you imagine will sooner or later become reality. There are people who are afraid of certain things, such as illness. There was once a woman who was afraid of a very rare disease. It is very unlikely that humans will get this disease, but she imagined the disease a lot and read a lot about it until it actually manifested itself in her body. We noticed that in order to play the game of life successfully, we have to train our visual imagination. A person who sees everything positive in his life will attract it into his life. The imagination has also been called the scissors of the mind, which day after day cuts out images that one visualizes until sooner or later one meets one's own creations in the outside world. To train your imagination, you first have to understand how your mind and your thinking work. Recognize yourself. Three areas can be distinguished in the psyche: the unconscious, the conscious, and that superconsciousness. Something unconscious is, for example, when a person feels deeply or imagines it, it is imprinted on their subconscious. You can think of it as heartbreak. Missing a person only happens subconsciously. You have it ingrained in your mind that you think about him or her every day. Consciousness is the part where you are aware of how the world appears to be. You focus on happiness, death, poverty, and illness. Everything is imprinted in your unconscious. Superconsciousness is something that keeps appearing in your thoughts. It's something where you think it seems too good to be. However, many people are unaware of their true purpose. That's why people settle for some things that aren't meant for them. In today's society, pain is a big issue. You know what it's like when you wish someone loved you as much as you love them. You wish there was a switch that would tell him he should love you. However, your paths are already written for you. You don't need to force anyone to feel or do anything for you. If this person is meant for you, you can't lose them. If that person isn't it, you'll find someone else who is. And then someone who meets your expectations comes into your life. He behaves exactly as you would have expected the other person to behave. This person loves you on their own, without coercion. Do you understand what I mean? A wrong idea was replaced by a right one. Words speak a very high power in the game of life. You will be quickly judged. A lot of people have attracted misfortune to them just through words. You probably know this statement. I wish I had. I wish I had more freedom. And suddenly he breaks up and you have your space. You talked yourself into this freedom. The unconscious has no sense of humor. So it really happens that people tell fortunes just for fun. Of course, the law goes both ways. If you subconsciously imagine how you will have more money, prosperity, and happiness in a few years, then your subconscious will also be programmed for these things. Listen to your inner voice, or let your inner drive guide you. You can manifest things to yourself. But you have to understand. You have to take the first step. Every wish you have in your thoughts or express in words is a request. We are often surprised when our wishes come true out of nowhere. Nothing stands between a person and his heart's desires except doubt and fear. Fear is man's only enemy. The fear of lack, failure, illness, and loss. It is an insecure feeling from the subconscious in all areas. You believe in the bad instead of the good. The goal of the game of life is to recognize the good in yourself and in life, and to delete everything negative. The subconscious is so strong that it can be impressed to see something good in everything. You think about so many things that usually never happen. Some people are always in a positive mood, and good things always happen to them in life. Correct? This is because these people manifest good things in their lives. Man always has a silent listener, the subconscious. These words come true. The brain is like a gallery. It stores everything. Memory of words, actions, feelings. You should delete any recordings of our lives that you no longer want to keep and produce beautiful new ones instead. You can change what you say at any time by changing your statements. You have to have 100% faith that it will happen. Words and thoughts are very powerful. You have to believe in your desires and act accordingly. You have to start behaving like you already have in your life. If someone asks for success but sets themselves up for failure, they will experience the situation they set themselves up for.